And that was...
Something of great evil.
Oh, God. Nah, you're
Rip.
fucked. That's an 8. You're dead. How does he gonna kill you? So,
Can we get a decapitation and then at the waist as well?
yeah.
It's 5 attacks in 1 round, so he
It's-
makes 5 attacks in 6 seconds. So
Yeah, he literally, well, first off, he closes the gap between you. You're like 150 foot away from him. And he closes that gap in about 2.5 seconds. He's standing there with his greatsword on the ground 1 second, and then it kind of starts glowing a little bit, and he just frowns very deeply, and all of a sudden he's just closed the gap with you. And then he
Right, sort of blinking.
swings.
give me that nat 1.
For 33, first attack. Is that a hit, I'm assuming?
That's definitely a crit.
Okay.
Because I don't have my tower shield anymore.
So that does...
That's a max damage.
it
Sam's
does a
probably
lot
dead.
of damage.
Yeah.
I don't even know how many actual
Please
damage that does.
roll
We're just
the
gonna do
dice.
like the normal roll. Oh my fuck! What does greatswords do? 4d6,
Mm-hmm.
and plus his
It's a
strength.
quad-
mod?
Strength.
crit. It's a
Yeah,
quad
we're not
crit.
gonna go. Okay, we'll go that deep. That's fine. If you guys really want to see you get fucked up.
Actually, no. It's It's a triple crit.
I'm ready to type
No.
the damage
Where is
and
it?
roll into chat.
You rolled a
That way-
33?
You
It's
roll
only a
33.
single crit then.
It's just one. It only clears your AC by 10, without your tower shield.
Yeah, because 15 plus 10 is 25, and then another 10 is 35. So
Sure. So 46 plus 7 plus... fuck me.
you don't even have to roll for this. I only have like 16 HP right now. 'cause of the
We want to see how fucked up you get.
But if he rolls 4 more nat
I mean,
ones,
I'll just leave it here. This is just with power attack. That's all. All that's changed here is power attack plus his sword. Actually, I don't even think that's his sword. His sword is... It's somewhere around power attack. You take 24 damage from the first attack.
Okay.
Are you still
That
alive?
cuts me right across the chest, and then I drop to my knees and I'm unconscious.
Actually, no.
At which point I turn back into Vigil, and I
Roll
now have
a-
an aura of good.
Roll a fort save. Because his crit card is real, and I'll actually pull this up on stream right now so everyone knows I'm not cheating.
I think it's +7. Let me
I'm
see.
literally like looking at the stream and completely ignoring.
You have to fortitude save against him right now, bro.
23.
Okay. Let's see what Thaddeus's fortitude is.
level 20 guy, it's like,
Actually, you have a decent chance. Yeah, he doesn't cut your head off with the first swing.
Which at this point, Sobo, fear is now Vigil, and I now have an aura of good.
So when you fall
Yeah.
unconscious, you
Thaddeus can-
revert to vigil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thaddeus
When he's
doesn't
failing,
have
he's vigil.
auras.
Good.
So
he noticed in that split second between attacks.
no,
No,
Thaddeus
it's
doesn't.
It's
Thaddeus
instant,
doesn't read this
basically.
shit.
Yeah, he's rolling like shit, which is gonna save Vigil.
No,
No, it's not.
For another,
you take
for
another
one-
28 damage minimum.
All right, that just like crushes him into the ground.
Yeah, he just cuts you into pieces. Okay. Lemuria, Matrona, and Aaron both come like loudly arguing are above you now. You're still down on the first floor, and
and
above
something
you,
above.
yeah, on the second floor, you hear just screaming.
I like look around like nervous, like do I go up? And I just sit and I like don't dare move.
You hear a very, very deep voice screaming elf.
I go upstairs very quickly then.
You see Aaron.
Mhm.
Aaron's mad. Pretty
Got that.
obvious to
Yeah.
I mean, he's like 6'8". Or no, he's like 6'5". He's like 280 pounds. Not very happy.
He's a big
You guys are,
yeah,
you
he's-
guys are really fucking tall.
Yeah, he's a large man. He's not pleased, right? He's glowing, which is cool.
Yeah.
Like just fucking.
But it's like that righteous indignation anger.
But it's like,
Like-
yeah, it's like If you ever played, you never played World of Warcraft, so you don't know what Righteous Fury actually looks like. But it's like, you know that in the Avenging Wrath card in Hearthstone, the
Mhm.
chick with the fucking wings and all the glowy shit. That's
Yeah.
basically what you're seeing on him right now. Like he's
Okay.
flipping his shit, and Matrona is just kind of still kicked back with his feet up on the desk. Hood's up, luckily. His hood's still on him, but other than that, that's what you see when you immediately walk in the room. What do?
I say, yes.
Where is the dwarf?
I came. I told you guys exactly where he was. Could you not find him?
There was no dwarf in those woods. There were symbols of Asmodeus in those woods. There was areas of Asmodeus's power in those woods, but there was no dwarf in those woods.
I say, and I looked at Matrona like, Matrona, could you not find him either? I mean, you seem to have traveled somewhere. Like, do I see like in the portal opens? Do I see where he's looking?
No,
No,
it's,
that's like
it's
okay.
just purple, fizzy stuff. You've
Okay, I'm
no
like,
fucking idea.
Like, did you were not? And I just look at both of them like, because these are like the most powerful people I know. I'm like, you couldn't. Neither of you could find him.
Matrona just kind of shrugs. Sneaky.
I'm like, Vigil.
I call bullshit.
Vigil was, and I'm like just saying this out loud. Vigil, and I just looked at Aaron like, what? Like, I swear that's exactly where he was. He can't sneak 5 feet. Like, how could he possibly get away?
Aaron starts frowning and like pacing back and forth. Matrona still has his hood up. He's just kind of sitting there with his legs kicked up on the
God,
table.
why do I feel like I'm between
Arms
two
crossed.
really, really bad things right now?
Literally between a
he
very
says,
righteous hammer
"Look,
and a very evil rock.
Lemuria, you're a ranger. You track people. It's what you do, right?
Yes.
So I don't. I kill shit with a hammer. You
Okay.
lead me to his tracks. You follow his tracks, and then you leave us when we find him. You understood?
Absolutely.
Let's go. And
Okay.
he turns back to Matrona, and Matrona like carves another portal out with his dagger.
Matrona's a dick.
You all three step through. Matrona steps through first.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So,
Patron.
am I like right next to the symbols on the ground?
Yeah, you appear literally right where the symbols were. Now it's just kind of like kicked over dirt and like some black shit on the floor. The trees
Okay.
look a little bit fucking weird, which you would definitely notice.
Yeah.
That the trees don't look very healthy in this particular area.
Okay.
And like Matrona points that out. He's like, "Yeah, the trees are weird."
It looks like they've had their like life drained from them or some like. It's very, very unnatural. And when I say so,
Aaron,
here's the
like-
track.
Aaron like pulls his hammer now, and he actually has it in his hands while he's walking next to you.
Okay. And so I'll come down and just like try and detect him like, so these are the tracks of him coming in. Here's where I was. Here's what happened. I knocked him down. This is where I got compelled to run. And then I go and I'm like, and I'm just searching for any kind of signs of when he got up from the ground on fire.
So you see all of his Vigil's tracks. Vigil's tracks
Okay.
are, I mean, you can follow them. They eventually come to
They
a
were
point
not.
and then just cease existing. They just
And I point
they're
that
at
out,
a point
like-
and they stop
So
existing.
he was coming this way like a couple feet, and then they literally just disappear.
However,
They are not
there
there.
are your tracks, there are his tracks, there are Aaron's tracks. Those are the only tracks in the field. Nothing else here.
Patron doesn't leave tracks, bitch.
Fucker. So nothing. I can't do, like roll to like note it. Like I don't want to point that out. I don't want to get killed by fucking Matrona.
I mean, go ahead, roll for it.
I mean, it's not gonna work, but yeah. What is it in here?
Survival. You get a
Oh
plus
no, I
2.
just forget what it is. It's a +2. So
It's a +2 on top of whatever your survival is.
it's actually because I have an additional trait. I'm actually 3, but yeah,
Dope shit.
25.
They literally don't exist, and you would know. Like you look the fuck around, and they literally just don't
Yeah.
exist. There's only those 3 tracks, and this one just kind of like everyone else. You can see where they've been. Like you can draw it out in your mind really easily, and you can illustrate
Yeah.
it really well. but his just go to a point and then don't exist anymore.
All right, so like Lemuria is like going to her mind palace, like going Sherlock on this and being like, okay, he was here, this happened, and he goes and just disappears. Do I see so that I see no other tracks from like the demon presence or anything either? Nothing else.
You see some deer tracks that appear to be like 2-3 days old.
I don't point those out.
Oh.
And I just say that some type of magic is at work, something I do not understand. Because he was obviously going this direction and then disappears.
By the way, you hear the raven laughing overhead right now. As you say some type of magic you don't understand, the raven starts cracking up overhead.
It's like an actual, like almost like a human laugh.
Almost. Not quite, but almost. You could definitely tell it's the raven. Because it doesn't sound completely fucking normal.
And I just look at him like, it's... And just kind of look away and don't want to look at it again. It kind of freaked me out.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Especially for you, since, like, you know
I've seen birds, yeah, and they don't talk.
They don't...
like, cackle, laugh.
No, this one does, though.
Yeah, that's weird.
The ravens.
And so I just look to Aaron and to Matron. I'm like, this is beyond any abilities of tracking that I know what to do.
Okay, so
Look
Aaron...
at you.
Aaron takes his hammer and does things. Yeah, he swings and like smashes a tree next to you, and just it fucking explodes. Like it's not the one directly next to you, but it's just a tree. He just takes a giant hammer and just fucking
That face
smashes.
you have right there. That face you had right there is
I
exactly
know, it's like,
the face
Please
Lemuria
no,
has.
please no.
But yeah, the tree just fucking explodes, and he just
I just like, I don't say anything, but I'm just like,
says, "Matrona, where the fuck is the dwarf?" and like smashes into the fucking tree, and Matrona just starts laughing. He says, "Now, Aaron, relax. We can't have you just killing the new recruits just because they happen to have a different religious ideology than you. The dwarf is with Thaddeus and with Dell. I'm sure he's fine. We'll talk to Thaddeus. We'll talk to Thaddeus
This is
tomorrow.
another one of those times when Vigil just wakes up.
We'll talk to Thaddeus and Kelly tomorrow. Go get some sleep, and I'll take you over there tomorrow." And like Aaron is just boiling. Like he is just fucking. He's the maddest human you've ever seen in your entire life right now.
like,
He doesn't say a word. He
Yeah.
clenches his fist, and you can like hear knuckles cracking just from clenching.
So I look at him, and I'm probably pretty close to him, and I would assume I was to be as far as possible without making it obvious that I was trying to avoid being next to Matrona. I start to take a step towards Matrona, and then I don't know where to go.
Aaron just
stand
starts
your head
stomping.
down.
Yeah, Aaron just starts stomping off back towards town. And Matrona looks at you and says, Matrona
And
looks at you and says, "That was fun. That was
I'm
fun."
like, I do not mean to be offensive, but you have a wicked sense of fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, wicked. He's a hothead. He gets freaked out over these religious things. The kid found a new god, and he happened to be a god that Aaron doesn't like. So, you know.
But I'm like, I mean,
Now,
I'm like,
he's
I'm
literally light talking the devil to you. Like Asmodeus is literally the devil.
Exactly,
He's
and
the
I'm like,
archfiend.
and that's why I say I'm like, again, I'm not a religious person. I understand that, but like, this is like the stories from when I was a kid. Like, this is fucking Asmodeus. Like, he wants the destruction of all things living everywhere.
Matrona just kind of shakes his head at you and like takes his hood off for a second, and he says, "Seriously, kid, you've got a lot to learn," and like pulls a dagger and carves another portal out and just steps through it and it closes behind him.
Wait, how do that's the new spell, by the way?
Literally just like left by 2.
It's like 4 a.m. now. Fucking shit's hit the fan everywhere, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
And now a giant air elemental is coming down for me.
trapped away.
Like, I don't know why you think he it wants to destroy creation. He literally signed the contract of creation. Like, Asmodeus helped create it, basically.
So he can destroy it.
Well, that's not the only reason.
No, I mean, like, in the contract, there's like a rule where eventually he'll like rise to power and be stronger than all the other gods. But
Yeah, I mean,
Be like, oh shit, what's it called?
All right, we're gonna go on break for a minute while we figure out what the fuck we're gonna do for the rest of the show. So we'll be back in a couple minutes. Stream. BRB.
I haven't